The high-stakes meeting, the tense family dinner, the first date. There's a question, and all eyes turn to you. Your heart pounds, your mind races. You feel an immense pressure to have the answer, to be the expert, to seem smart. So you do what most of us do. You bluff, you ramble, you give a vague, confident-sounding non-answer. We see this as a sign of weakness, a failure, the moment we admit we don't have the answer. But what if I told you that the three most powerful, intelligent, and confidence-building words you can say in that moment are, "I don't know"? This isn't a confession of weakness. When delivered correctly, it is the ultimate power move. It is the signature of true intellectual humility. So why are we so terrified of these words? It starts early. In school, "I don't know" is the wrong answer. We are trained to believe that intelligence is about having a repository of correct answers. A know-it-all is rewarded. But in the real world, the complex, messy adult world, the smartest people aren't the ones with the most answers. They're the ones with the best questions. And you can't get to the best questions until you're comfortable admitting you don't have the answers. Here's why saying "I don't know" is a power move. First, it instantly builds trust. Nobody trusts a know-it-all. We can sense the bluff. It feels insecure. But when someone looks you in the eye and says, "That's a great question. I don't know the answer," you immediately trust them more. Their honesty is disarming. It signals that they are secure enough to be vulnerable and that every other thing they tell you is therefore more likely to be true. Second, it opens the door to real learning. The moment you say, "I know," the conversation ends. Your mind closes. But the moment you say, "I don't know," the conversation begins. You have given yourself and everyone else permission to explore. It turns a tense interrogation into a collaborative brainstorm. You're no longer defending a position. You're embarking on a mutual search for the truth. And third, it saves you from costly mistakes. Bluffing your way through a problem is like navigating a minefield blindfolded. Admitting "I don't know" is like taking off the blindfold and asking for the map. It's the most efficient path to the right answer. But there's a crucial difference between a weak "I don't know" and a powerful one. The weak version is a full stop. It's a dead end. The power move is to follow it up with a commitment. "I don't know, but I will find out." "I don't know, but my hypothesis is." "I don't know, but I'd like to hear what Sarah thinks." The power move isn't just admitting ignorance. It's using your ignorance as a springboard for curiosity, action, and collaboration. It transforms you from a failed expert into an active investigator. Let's practice. In a team meeting, "I don't know the exact market size, but I'll have the data for you by end of day." On a date, "I don't know much about that film director, but I'd love for you to tell me what you like about them." With your kids, "I don't know why the sky is blue. That's a great question. Let's find out together." In each case, "I don't know" isn't the end of the conversation. It's the most interesting start. The pressure to know everything is a prison. It locks you into defending what you already think you know. Intellectual humility is the key to that prison. It's the freedom to be a lifelong learner. The world is too complex for any one person to have all the answers. The people who pretend they do are either fools or charlatans. The truly wise, the truly intelligent, are the ones who are most comfortable with the vastness of their own ignorance. They are confident enough to be curious. They understand that vulnerability is not a weakness, but the birthplace of connection and trust. They know that progress doesn't come from defending old answers, but from asking new questions. And the first step to asking a new question is admitting you don't know the old answer. So here's your challenge. For the next 24 hours, look for an opportunity to use this power move. Find a moment where you'd normally bluff or stay silent, and instead deploy the phrase, "I don't know, but I'll find out." Feel the shift in power. Feel the release of pressure. Watch how people respond not with judgment, but with respect. You're replacing the fragile armor of false expertise with the quiet, unshakable strength of genuine intellectual humility. It is the fastest way to get smarter, build trust, and become the most respected person in the room. If you now know the power of I don't know, hit that like button. Subscribe for more counterintuitive strategies for a smarter life. Share this with a know-it-all, or anyone who needs to hear this. And in the comments, tell us, what's something you're proud to not know but are curious to learn?